Josh, Fran had mentioned you playing a little bit of the one the other night. I know you did that last year, but also being the scorer you are, I guess how do you view playing the one? Is it just another opportunity to grow as like a ball handler, as a passer? Is it, I mean, just one of those things you kind of signed up for? I guess how do you look at playing those minutes?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I know that I'll have to be there at some points, just if we need like a bigger lineup or something. But we got two great point guards with Brock and Drew already, so I know my minutes there will be short. So I just try to make the most of it and just try to get everyone involved when I'm there.
You get more comfortable being a shot hunter?
Yeah, for sure. Just my teammates and coaches, they want me to be aggressive, look for my shots because it opens up things for everyone else, especially Peyton because, he's getting guarded, teams are trying to take him out of the game. So, if I can score, then it opens it up for him too.
Josh, you've always been a very confident shooter. I mean, even going back to high school, but when you got to Iowa, how does Fran and maybe some of the other assistant coaches get you to be that shot hunter and to be that confident? Because I know Peyton, Peter, Jock, and countless others have really credited Fran's ability to kind of give you the ultimate green light.
Yeah, that's what you just said. I mean, he gives you the green light. He wants you to be aggressive, and he has full confidence in you. If you shoot a bad shot, maybe he's not gonna say too much about it. He knows that you're just looking for your confidence and trying to make plays. So he just wants you to play your game out there.
Peyton mentioned after the exhibition that I guess either teammates or coaches after last season said basically if we're gonna take the next step, you gotta be one of those guys to make the growth. Who was that said that to you, or just what kind of stands out from?
Yeah, basically all the coaches. Tristan kind of told me that I need to be more aggressive, in the middle of last year. So I tried to do that, but my teammates kind of just told me, Peyton, being the leader that he is for our team, just told me I gotta kind of step it up a little bit. And I feel like our whole team had to do that a little bit, and I feel like we've done that.
I know David mentioned your confidence, but it just kind of seems like looking back 2 years ago, you're just a completely different player level, that you're able to impact the game. I guess can you kind of walk us through that growth and belief in yourself and putting it together on the court?
Yeah, just trying to have confidence. As a freshman, you kind of just want to be on the court, try any way to find to help the team, and that's still what I try to do, but I try to do it in a more assertive way. I feel like our whole team, with people leaving and stuff, a lot of production went out, so we need guys to step up, and I feel like as an upperclassman, I feel like I have to take that role a little bit more.
Josh, you've hit some big shots. Peyton hit I don't know how many big shots last year. Cooper Koch coming in here. I mean, it just seems like you go down the line. There's a lot of guys that if you need a bucket in the crunch time, a lot of different guys can step up. How valuable is that? And you guys also strike me as a group that you're not going to get mad at one another for trying to call for the ball or be in that moment. But I'm just curious, kind of your mindset about that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like that's a really good part of our team is that we have so many guys that can be playing well and take that last shot at the end of the game. Price and Coop off the bench. They can get hot at any moment and take over a game. With Peyton and Owen, obviously, we know what they're capable of. They can go off for 20 any given night, and then also at the point guard spot, you got Brock, Drew, and then Seydou Lodge. We have so many guys. We're just so deep. I feel like it could be different 5 guys out there at the end of games at any point in time.
Is there guys you like watching in the NBA?
Yeah. I mean, my favorite player is LeBron, but I like watching Devin Booker. I mean, I like Tatum. Tyrese Maxey's really one of my favorites too.
Do you try to emulate any of them?
Not really. My trainer, I don't know. My trainer shows me clips and stuff of how they kind of get to their spots and stuff. So I kind of, but I'm not.
Josh, Brock seems like a guy that's just, I think Fran called him unparalleled in his work ethic and just kind of the way Brock kind of attacks the game. I guess him being only a sophomore, it looks like you guys looked at him as a leader, but being his teammate, I'm just kind of curious your perspective about him being that young, but just being so disciplined and driven to what he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, he's been like that since day one. It's just kind of how he's just motivated every day. He gets in here, does his work in the morning, and we practice in the afternoon, and he's here before practices, doesn't sit out during practice, and he's there after practice as well. I feel like he just has that chip on his shoulder. He wants to be the best. I feel like he knows that he's doubted, because of his size a little bit, but he works, and, I feel like he's going to prove a lot of people wrong this year.
How much is that type of mentality rubbed off on the rest of the team?
Oh yeah, I mean he starts it. You know, he with that chip on his shoulder, our whole team carries that as well. So I feel like he starts it, he gets after people, and it helps our whole team to become better for sure.
It was a little while back. I think Inky Johnson spoke to you guys. What was that like? Just what was his kind of message to you guys?
Oh yeah, he was giving us a message to a lot of people, but he just kind of told us that sports aren't the only thing basically that you have going for you. Just off the court you have a lot of stuff. He got hurt, injured at Tennessee, so he was just like, I didn't want that to define who I am, and basically he's obviously become a great motivational speaker from that.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Yeah,
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.